We are live at the cinema. This is my good friend Nick. Nick, how are you?
Good.
So we just watched the DCI premiere at the cinema. What'd you think?
I'm really excited for Boston. I hope Boston gets the gold this year. I am rooting for them.
Boy, straight out of the gate with the Boston.
Yeah,
All right.
there's so much talent, and man, that show is pretty hardcore. Bluecoats were pretty spectacular. I'm sure we've all seen high school bands do Beatles over and over and over again.
Yeah, but it hardly ever works.
No.
Like, so since we're going to talk about Bluecoats for a minute and the Beatles, there's people talking, there's people watching. Here's the thing. I don't know if I'm more impressed with anybody in the whole world right now than Doug Thrower. Doug Thrower is the arranger for the Bluecoats, has been for years and years. One of the most talented people in the whole universe. I wish, as an arranger, I had like the amount of talent he has in his like pinky fingernail. So ridiculous.
It was
so creative, so beautifully musical. Doug Thrower, you are my hero. I say this many times. I'm so impressed. Yeah. And cool, like really interesting visually too.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was bright. It was just like a dose of happiness, which I feel like when you go to a drum corps show, a dose
of happiness.
Yeah,
Who doesn't want their show to be a dose of happiness?
I love, the dark, heavy shows and those moments where it's in your face. That's what we all wait for in drum corps shows. But when the Bluecoats come out and just throw color at you, and they're just having fun, and it makes you smile.
But the artistry and the virtuosity and the... Yeah, I love that. It's like there's and the way he arranges the whole group, there's something sort of old school DCI drum corps about it.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Right,
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this is such a drum corps show.
Yeah, he gives us drum corps in the middle of all of the innovation.
Yeah.
And yet they're wearing all these crazy Greg Legola's. All right, so Bluecoats, another great. And you know what? I heard Beatles and I was like. But then I thought, wait a minute, this is like the smartest team ever.
Yeah, it was sophisticated.
Okay, so let's get back to Boston. We're going to talk about everybody else too, because I thought Crown was amazing. A lot of people were really, really good. So, back to Boston. You're so excited about Boston. Talk about it. What do you love?
Okay, so before then we were kind of hearing, it's early in the season. Give them a chance. We still got a lot of cleaning. And then Boston comes out and freaking throws it down like that. Holy crap. I mean... It's like, okay, you can't really use that excuse anymore, in my eyes, that it's early in the season when you have cores stepping up like that right off the bat.
Yeah, really creative.
You got to hit it hard.
Yeah, and the whole Boston thing, it's so well thought out. There's like the storyline and all the different ways they tell the underdog story.
Yeah.
And you know what I love too? And they make this, I love that Lindsay, by the way, Lindsay Ventura, I thought she did a fantastic job tonight. She is so wonderful. By the way, I'm going to be with the Academy next week with Lindsay, so watch for me next week. I'm going to be in California talking to the Academy. It's a little aside. But anyway, she was talking about how all these people are having all these reactions to when uniform reveals online and they see pictures and everybody's making all these decisions. She's like, no, you just see it in context. And this is what I've been saying too. Like people were saying, Boston's helmets are too big. And I'm like, I don't know if they're going to be too big when you see them on the field. They didn't seem like...
No, it fit. They're supposed to be Goliath. So it fit. That's the gold helmet.
Yeah, that core's ready.
Oh, yeah.
Color guards just kept going from where they were last year. Hornline sounded amazing. Very impressive.
You were talking about costumes. I really liked Blue Stars and that whole northern theme. I was like, that just
was cool.
It fit. The costumes work. It looked really, really
good. And
good.
again, that's when Lindsay made her comment because you wouldn't walk around wearing that, but in the context of the show, the fur on the shoulders, it all worked.
Yeah.
It all worked. Yeah, I think they're going to have a good year too. I have to have a shout out to my Phantom Regiment, my alumni, because I thank you for wearing the helmets. Yes, you look like the Phantom Regiment. If there's any corps that needs to look like themselves, it's the Phantom Regiment.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. And they did it. Thank you. Whoever made that decision, Michael Cesario, if that was you, thank you, whoever it was. Aren't you happy they're in the helmet?
Yeah, I like that. I think they look good. Everyone likes the tradition.
I'm switching arms. Okay.
When cadets came out, I loved their uniforms.
Very cool.
It's a nod to the past, but it's also super edgy. I think it looks
well,
really
and they
great.
look like the cadets, even though they're in this new thing.
They definitely sound and move like them.
Yeah, cadets are. Yeah. Gonna have a good season. Who do we miss? Do we miss anybody?
I think that's all.
Did we miss anybody? Oh God, if we miss somebody, that'll be awful. Well, if we did, we're sorry. I think this is. What do you think this bodes for the season?
I think we're going to see a lot of scores in the 90s. A lot of scores in the 90s. I know I say that every year, and it seems like there's one more core that gets into the 90s. And
it's going to be a good year.
I think it's going to be a good year because I'm thinking about what's happening over on the West Coast too. And I think the only ones that can take down a West Coast core are going to be Boston, and it looks like Blue Coats could take down a
And I gotta tell you, I think Crown was amazing tonight too. That horn line, oh my God!
That first note.
and talk about arrangers, Michael Klesch. That arrangement of Gabriel's oboe. You know what I think hurt me tonight was not hurt me, but hurt the core. I did not think that Carolina Crown was filmed well tonight. Like I kept thinking, I'm not seeing the show. Like I don't think they could figure out how to film them tonight. Seriously.
Yeah.
You're looking at me like,
yeah,
no, I seriously, I don't think I saw their show.
I feel like we can look back on a lot of these videos and you're going to say the same thing. It's never the core, it's always the video. We're like, come on, guys, show.
No, but I really think, no offense, like whoever was doing the filming, I thought did a pretty good job tonight, but I felt like I didn't see Crown's show.
Yeah.
Like I know, because I guess I was there, and I did all those interviews, which you haven't seen. You need to go to my page or to marchingartseducation.com and click on the DCI link and see all those interviews on spring training. But like I saw the show happening, and like there's all this stuff, and I kept thinking I'm missing everything. So that was frustrating to me. That horn line, Matt Harloff, holy crap! Like that's that Crown horn line.
That's what they're known for.
Amazing. All right, so it's going to be a great year.
Yeah.
Have we talked long enough?
I think so.
So you're going on record already with Boston.
Boston, I think they're going to medal. Boston's going to medal. We're rooting for you. Do it. Come on, Boston.
And I got to tell you right now, I think there are 7 or 8 cores that could win right now.
Yeah.
Of course, it is the beginning of the season, so I guess everybody could win. Anybody could win at this point. Okay, I've got my finger all over the lens. Thank you guys for watching. Comment wherever you're watching this. Comment and tell us what you thought of the premiere of the season. If you're excited about it, who you enjoyed the most, et cetera, et cetera. Nick, thanks for doing this, and thank you for coming to the cinema with me again.
And we'll end with this because every core did this.
There was a lot of this. There was a lot of this, but there's a lot of this in our world right now.
Yeah,
so, all right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Nick. You're awesome.